So that's Donald Trump. The bigger threat, the worst security risk for America is Elon Musk. Musk announces USAID shutdown, says it's a bowl of worms. So USAID is the department that handles foreign aid and assistance. This is tens of billions of dollars that the United States uses around the world to alleviate suffering, prevent starvation, just in general, help people to build goodwill from the United States. If the United States wants access and influence in other parts of the world, foreign assistance is how you do it. That's how it's been for over 2 centuries of American diplomacy. We help people. Technically, it's charity, but we do get things in return. We build America's soft power, and we get access for our companies and especially our military. And Elon Musk just destroyed this. So I need to give you Russia's reaction first, because if you want to know if something is good or bad, just ask what the Kremlin is saying. And the Russian Foreign Ministry commented on the closure of USAID. The U.S. Agency for International Development forced media outlets and digital platforms to ignore facts, opinions, and events, wrote Maria Zakharova, the official representative of the Russian Foreign Ministry. USAID was funding independent journalism for opposition movements. So there are media organizations of Belarusian dissidents, Russian dissidents, Chinese dissidents, Iranian dissidents who are in exile. The United States funds them to promote journalism, to promote facts, to promote resistance to authoritarian governments. And it was all just shut down. And dictators around the world are celebrating. They're cheering that independent media and journalists just got defunded by the United States government. Here's Dmitry Medvedev, smart move by Elon Musk, trying to plug USAID's deep throats. Let's hope notorious deep state doesn't swallow him whole. I'm going to share with you the opinions of Ambassador Michael McFaul. The Communist Party of China is spending hundreds of billions through the Belt and Road Initiative to win influence around the globe, and especially in the developing world. In shutting down USAID, which is only a fraction of the budget of what the Chinese are spending, Musk and Trump are handing Xi and the Chinese a giant gift. So anywhere America retreats, anywhere America shows weakness, the Chinese are going to fill that gap. This is destroying America's reputation and America's standing in the world. And China and Russia are celebrating right now. So where are the conservatives? Where are the Republicans? And if you want to learn what Republicans really think, you just have to look at their tweets and statements basically prior to 2022. Foreign aid is not charity. We must make sure it is well spent, but it is less than 1% of the budget and critical to our national security. So what woke commie would say this, and this is the current Secretary of State Marco Rubio and what he thought in 2017. But because we live in a dystopian timeline where truth no longer matters and reality is distorted, now we don't like foreign aid, and foreign aid is not critical to our national security. And this was dangerous, guys. What Elon Musk did over the weekend, destroying this agency and shutting everything down, he put American lives at risk. At least 1,000 USAID staff had their .gov accounts and government-furnished equipment deactivated and wiped clean overnight with no advanced warning or communication. This includes colleagues deployed in active war zones like Ukraine and Gaza, who rely on their government technology for safety. So Elon shut everything off. He wiped everything over the weekend, while thousands of American citizens, foreign service officers, some of whom are deployed in war zones, were given no advance warning, given no chance to evacuate or find safety before they were locked out of their government accounts and had all of their tech turned off. This is unforgivable. Unforgivable, guys. And he just lies. Elon Musk just lies and makes stuff up every day. Not just once, dozens of times a day. This is what Elon Musk tweeted on February 2nd. Did you know that USAID, using your tax dollars, funded bioweapon research including COVID-19 that killed millions of people? Officially, the CIA says COVID-19 leaked from a laboratory in China. The pandemic started in Wuhan. It started in China. So either it spread through mutations with animals, birds, or it was concocted in a laboratory by the Chinese and it got out. This makes sense. But unfortunately, Elon Musk works for China. China owns him. And he's now saying that USAID created COVID-19 with American tax dollars that killed millions of people. COVID-19 is called COVID-19 because it first appeared in 2019. Who was president in 2019? Donald Trump was president. So Elon Musk is saying that under Donald Trump's first presidency, this is his government agency, his government, created COVID-19 that killed millions of people. It's so evil, guys. It's so stupid and evil. And this man is the greatest threat to global security and democracy right now. Everyone has to do everything they possibly can to stop and resist this man. Elon Musk's weekend assault on USAID, this was personal. This was an act of personal revenge that Elon Musk enjoyed. Why is Elon so obsessed with USAID, a relatively small agency mostly known for helping starving children? And it's because USAID played a significant role in the fall of apartheid South Africa. The country where Elon grew up is gone forever, and he wanted his vengeance. Musk, Thiel, Sachs, they're all from apartheid South Africa. They're mad that their hyper-racist playground is gone, and they want to rebuild it here. Resist. This is not a conspiracy. I am not making this up. This is Elon Musk this week posting about apartheid South Africa or whites in South Africa. White South Africans are being persecuted for their race in their home country. Also, white South Africans are one of the few population groups that are fiscally positive when immigrating to Europe. We should allow more immigration of white South Africans. I'm not going to comment on the race relations of South Africa because that's not my place. I'm an American. I put America first. And Elon Musk is promoting this to the guy in charge of America. This is Donald Trump on Truth Social 2 days ago, parroting what Elon Musk wants him to say. South Africa is confiscating land and treating certain classes of people very badly. He's talking about white people. It is a bad situation that the radical left media doesn't want to so much as mention. A massive human rights violation at a minimum is happening for all to see. The United States won't stand for it. We will act. Also, I will be cutting off all future funding to South Africa until a full investigation of this situation has been completed. Why does Donald Trump care about the internal politics of South Africa? Does he care about the internal politics of Saudi Arabia? Does he care about the internal politics of Thailand? This is sympathy just for people because they share a skin color. That is the textbook definition of racism. I'm not saying what's happening in South Africa is good or bad. I don't know. And I don't care. Why does the leader of the free world, why does Donald Trump care what happens in a South African country? And he said the words. I've been waiting years for Donald Trump to say human rights violation. Where is there a country in the world where white people are having their human rights violated every day? And it's Ukraine. But because the Russians are white, and the Russians are the ones violating those human rights in Ukraine, do Ukrainians get a tweet saying there will be a full investigation? The full force and weight of the United States will come to their support and rescue? This is just so flagrant, guys. Like, he's been elected and he doesn't care anymore. Elon Musk and his goons also went into the Office of Personnel Management and they stole every American's data and information. And this breach was done by Elon's Tesla engineers, college kids with no background checks, and unsecured electronic devices, meaning that the personal identifying information of every agent who works for the FBI and CIA or any other sensitive position has now been compromised. I served on active duty in the Air Force for 6 years, and that's the number one rule. You don't put an unsecured electronic device into any government computer because there might be Chinese or Russian malware that can infect the entire system. So Elon showed up at the office of OPM to gain control of everyone's personal information, their home address, their bank account information, their medical records, their social security number. And college kids now have everyone's private information on unsecured electronic devices. And we know this is true because Elon Musk is so stupid, he confirmed it. So some random account, I don't know, listed a bunch of names saying these are Elon Musk's Tesla engineers who just compromised the Office of Personnel Management. And Elon Musk responded, "You have committed a crime." So it's a crime to know who's getting access in our government to our private information? This is the deep state. This is the shadow government. This is abuse and fraud and criminal activity. So this account got nuked. Any account posting the names of these Tesla engineers who has everyone's information, Elon is just torching their accounts. This is the hacker group Anonymous. They've got 500,000 followers on Twitter. They posted the names and their account was deleted. To post this YouTube video on Twitter, I'm going to have to edit out this section. I am going to have to censor myself so Elon Musk personally doesn't nuke my Twitter account to silence me. But on every other platform, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk showing the face of this 19-year-old with no experience or knowledge of government who was granted access to a payment system that handles $6 trillion in money. This 19-year-old now has all of your personal information if you're an American citizen. What is he doing with it? We don't know. Elon Musk is now in charge of the US government. Donald Trump sits in the Oval Office signing pieces of paper. It makes him happy. He's signing hundreds of executive orders every single day, not knowing what he's even signing. And Elon Musk is the one actually in charge of the government. Elon Musk is doing whatever he wants, and the reason why you would bring a 19-year-old with you to a government agency to steal a bunch of information is because you want their complete loyalty. This 19-year-old is not loyal to the Constitution. He's not loyal to the American voter. He's not even loyal to Donald Trump. He's loyal to one man, Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is just going to do whatever he wants. Elon Musk is trying to take control of the government of Canada, the government of the UK, the government of Germany. He's interfering in South Africa's government. But he is a South African citizen, I think. Resist. Resist with me, guys. I'm not quitting. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to fight this with every ounce of strength and breath I have. Elon Musk is not going to get me to shut up. This is war. This is war for democracy. And everyone watching this video, you have an obligation to help us resist. Now, if you're not American, don't spend any money on or in America. Don't travel to America, don't vacation in America, don't spend money here. If you can avoid buying American products, do that. That's the only way that will wake up, I think, 20% of the American population. Because Americans right now are just asleep. As long as things economically get better, and they think they will, then they're okay with this. They're okay with not having separation of powers or checks and balances in government, and they're fine with the richest man in the world, who's not even originally an American citizen, doing whatever he wants with his army of teenage hackers. This is so... We can be honest, guys. Going forward on this channel, I'm going to have to talk about the crisis in America more. And I might start separating my videos. I might make videos just focusing on the disastrous things that Trump and Elon Musk are doing, and then maybe make dedicated videos just on Ukraine, because I know for people outside the United States, there's not a whole lot you can do aside from boycott us. So let's get back to Ukraine. Frontline reports. Russian supply lines collapse near Kupiansk as Ukrainian drones annihilate a convoy and armor.